Hi friends, today I'm going to show you how to make yummy samosas at home.
So the first step in making the samosas is to make the dough for the outer covering. So for this I have taken here 2 cups of maida, which is all-purpose flour. To this I'm adding about half a spoon of ajwain, salt as per taste, and a quarter cup of ghee. So I'm just going to mix it now. We have to make it in the form of a dough, just like we make for roti, but it has to be tighter than the roti dough. That is what will make the crust really good. And please make sure that you are adding ghee to it, because ghee is going to give a very nice taste to the crust. It's going to make the outer covering very layered. So make sure that you're using ghee for this. And you can add cold water and knead it in the form of a dough. I'm going to use my atta maker and make the dough. You can even knead it using your hand, using the traditional way. So I have transferred this in my atta maker now, and I'll be kneading a dough in this maker, but as I said, you can even do it with your hands. But just make sure that water that you'll be adding, you add it little by little, because as I said before, the dough has to be really tight. So we have to add minimal water and make this dough. So try using cold water, because that will give a nice taste to the crust. So here the dough is ready, as you can see. So we'll allow it to rest for say about half an hour. Even 15-20 minutes is okay if you're falling short of time. But while the dough is resting, we can go ahead and prepare the stuffing which is required for samosas. So let's move on to the next step, which is of making the stuffing. So I've kept a kadhai and it's nice and hot now. So I'm just going to add 2 spoons of oil. Once the oil is a bit hot, then I'm going to add some jeera, that is about half a spoon of jeera or cumin seeds. I'll add half a spoon of chili. You can increase the quantity of chili if you would like. I'm going to lower the flame now. So this is chili is as per your taste. Then some ginger, chopped ginger. And then we'll just stir it a bit. So I'm going to add a bowl of peas now. Frozen peas this is. So I've added a bowl of peas now. And we'll just mix it a bit, and maybe we'll just keep it on lower flame for about a minute or so. This is frozen peas, so we just have to make sure that the peas has become soft. So we can close the lid and keep it for 30 seconds to a minute, so till the time the peas has not become a little soft. So it's been about 30 seconds now. So I'll just slightly cooked. So I've taken 4 boiled potatoes and smashed it. We don't have to smash it completely. Some chunks should still remain. Okay. So I'm just going to add these potatoes at this stage. And we are going to give it a nice mix. So now we can add seasoning and masalas and all. So I have taken half a spoon of salt. You can adjust the salt as per your taste. And then we are going to add some masalas to this. So half a spoon of chili powder. Again, this is as per your taste. Half a spoon of chaat masala powder. Half a spoon of garam masala powder. And half a spoon of dhania powder or coriander powder. So we've added all this and we are going to give it a nice mix. Now, for the tanginess, we can add amchur powder, which is also called as the dry mango powder. Or else I am adding here 1 spoon of lemon juice. So it's just for the tanginess. And we'll give it a nice mix. Keep it on the lowest flame and just close the lid and allow everything to just cook together for 30 seconds or so. So it's been 30 seconds now, so I'm just gonna remove the lid and add some chopped coriander leaves to it and give it a nice mix. So now our mixture is ready. We'll just allow it to cool down. We can transfer it in a bowl and then move to the next step of making the samosas. In case you want to add cashews or raisins, you can add it at this stage. I don't generally prefer those in samosas. That's why I have not added them. But it's as per your taste. If you like it, you can add it now and then mix it. So the dough has been resting for some time now. So we'll just, as you can see, it's nicely done. So we'll just make small balls out of this, just like we do for puri. And we're going to just press it a bit this way, and then we'll just roll roti out of this. I'll show it to you. So I've just sprinkled some flour, the same flour, all-purpose flour on the base, and now we'll be rolling out the samosa crust out of this. So it has to be a bit longer in shape, like an oval shape. We need to roll it out. So I have just rolled out this roti and now I'm going to cut it this way. So we have half a circle, okay, and now I'm going to pick up one side of it. Now what we'll do is we can just add some water to the edges and this will help it in sticking. So we're going to make it in the form of a cone. Just join it this way, so because of the water, and just press it a bit. Just make sure that it is pressed nicely, because otherwise if while frying if it opens up, then the stuffing would come out in the oil. So now this is in the form of a cone and we'll put the stuffing in it. So I'm just adding the stuffing to this cone. So I've just added the stuffing to the cone, and now we will just add again just water. We'll just put water on the edges and then just make a pleat, just like you make a fan, paper fan, like that. Make a pleat here and then you can just join these two edges. Okay, so just press it properly so that the stuffing doesn't come out, and our samosa is ready for frying. I'll show you one more of this on how to make this shape. So I'm going to take this half a circle, just put water on the edges, okay, and then you need to just fold this in the form of a cone. Just make sure you press it properly this way so that it sticks well, and then you can just keep it between two fingers this way. And now we are going to add the stuffing. So just don't fill it too much, because then it won't be possible for you to press it hard. Just leave some space, and then again on the edges we are going to add water. Make one part of it in the form of a fan. Just one pleat is enough, and then just press this thoroughly well. So as you can see, this is ready for frying. So like this we'll make samosas from the remaining part of the dough and stuffing. So I have made samosas out of the stuffing and the dough. Now we'll go to the next step, which is of frying, deep frying these samosas. So there were 12 samosas which I could make. It also depends on the size of the samosas. If you want bigger size, then the numbers may be little lower. But with this medium or smaller size samosas, I've been able to make about 12 of them. So I've taken oil in a kadai for deep frying. So the oil has become hot. We have to make sure that the oil is not too hot, at the same time it's not too cold. It should be just right for frying the samosas. So to test this, I'm just going to put a piece of dough and it has to slowly come up. So when it starts slowly coming up, that is when the oil is just right to for frying purpose. So now it has come up, that means the oil is hot. I'm going to turn the flame to medium and I'm going to put the samosas for frying. So it's just frying right now. So I will just turn it over. Yeah. You can lower the flame. Just keep it to medium if it's becoming too hot, and will allow it to get fried from all the sides. So the samosas seem to be done now. So I will just take it off on a kitchen towel so that the excess water is drained off. Similarly, we'll fry the next batch of samosas as well and then move it in a serving plate. So I would like to show you how nice the samosas have become. So I'll just cut it. As you can see, this is not like a puri, it's like nice and crunchy that it has become. Just look at it, guys. The layer of the crust is looking so amazing. It tastes also very good. Do give it a try, guys. You can serve it with green chutney or dates and tamarind chutney. I will be putting the links of the same in the description box below. Or you can simply have it with ketchup as well, or the garlic chutney.
So I'm serving the samosas with green chutney here. It's a really nice savory dish which you and your family can enjoy, guys. Do give it a try. Happy Diwali. Bye bye.